Come to the conclusion, guys, that a lot of men are just dumb on ends. People are dumb. You know, people are so dumb that it's so easy for you to actually tell just by how they move. Like, people don't know how to think for themselves. You know what's so funny about this situation as well? Before I even get to it, before I show you this clip, is that, you know, Umar, right? To me, I'm looking at him as a CIA plant. And he's one of those type of guys that, have you ever seen The Wire, where you had that nitty where he was giving people a hat to put on so Feds can take a picture of who the dealer was? That's how Umar is. That's how Umar Johnson is. I'm not even going to call, I'm going to remove the doctor because I don't see him curing anyone. So I'm going to call him Umar Johnson. He's that nitbag in The Wire that was putting a hat on all these drug dealers' head, the yellow and the red hat, and they was taking a picture and they say, yeah, and he was letting the Feds know, yeah, this is the drug dealer. That's Umar. Letting all you guys with your racist and hatred ideology walking down the streets in Brixton High Street, going on like you're doing something marvelous.
You will not be able to.
But this guy's, he's using you lot. You got to remember, like, you see, someone like Umar, he's very smart. He's been doing this for a very long time, right? He knows how to identify a lot of people insecurity. Some of you guys don't even have a job. Some of you guys out here, you're walking in the streets at working hours. He knows that you guys are broke. He knows the people that follows him are insecure and broke. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? He plays off your fear. This is what Umar does. Umar plays off your fear, and he gives you misinformation to influence you, to make you feel like this is the reasons why you are broke. Right? He also does things like, you guys, unrealistic reality, talking about reparation. You are not going to get reparation, bro. It's unrealistic. So that's another thing where he feeds off you guys that has that non-thinking brain cell insecurity to push himself up. Umar's a fraud. Umar's always been a fraud. The first time I ever met Umar and I knew about him was in Finsbury Park. One of my brethren, when I was cutting the hair in Campbell, I had my shop in Campbell. He used to come check me, and he bought me a ticket. He said, yo, like, follow me to Dr. Umar Johnson. I didn't know who this guy was at the time. And I said, yeah, bet, say less. I followed him. Because one of my staff member knew who Umar Johnson was. He was a black activist. So when I heard black activist, I said, okay, here we go again. He's no different to a pastor. Because I'm not religious. I used to be. I'll be honest with you. I used to be. But I don't believe in none of that. I respect everyone for the decisions they make to believe something, but I want to know. I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in nothing to do, anything that has religion in it. I don't believe in it. Period. Right? I'm not a believer. I'm a knower. I want to know. Right? So he's no difference to all these pastors out here that go out the way, you know, to preach hope to people that ain't got the confidence, right, to figure out by themselves. This is how I look at it. The promises that he gives out is unrealistic. You know what I mean? It's technically unrealistic. You know? And Umar's the type of people that will consistently move the goalposts. Hence the reason why we don't know where the school was to today. So, you know what? You guys, have a look. I remember when I was in the seminar, I know the particular faces of the people that was there that was listening to what this guy was saying. Those type of people that ain't got shit going on for themselves. Those type of people that actually believe that more people are, that like the white supremacists are suppressing them. And don't get it twisted, there is a lot of racism out here. Facts. There is a system out here that's actually designed to bring a black man down. Yeah, 100% facts. Yes. But you can navigate through that system if you're smart enough and you don't have that victim mentality and waiting for someone to come and save you. That's your reality as a black man, bro. That unfortunately, right, there's people that's going to judge you from the color of your skin. That's your obstacle in this life. In this dimension, that will be your obstacle. A white man also has his own obstacle. An Asian man also have his own obstacle. People have obstacles in life they got to face. But then you got someone like Dr. Umar Johnson, right, that benefits from people's insecurity in the obstacles to make them feel like, listen, this is the reason why this is happening to you. When he creates a division like it's us against them, this is a selling point. I'm even surprised they let Donny in. Because now you're going to have, and that's the reason why he went places like Brixton. Listen, no shade. I'm just saying it for what it is. You think he can go to Chelsea, bro? With that shit, bro? You think he can go to somewhere like Kent, where I'm at right now? You think Brodowski can go somewhere like Cambridge, Essex? You think he can go to West End with that, bro? He goes to poverty area where people are going through shit and they don't know how to get out, and they need someone to actually come there to justify the reason why they're going through poverty. Nigga, I came from poverty, broski. You fucking crazy, bro? I never allowed all these obstacles to stop me from getting what I need to get for myself. So why is it hard for other people to go through that stage to figure out how they're going to get out of poverty? You think I'm going to follow this type of nigga down the road, fam, and say, yeah, black power, fuck all of that. And I'm not even talking like this because I got a white chick. It ain't nothing to do with that. And furthermore, I think it's gay that a nigga is telling other niggas what type of female to date. Are you stupid, bro? And this same person is talking about, what's he talking about? Yo, blacks, we need to unite, black family do this. Our queens and this. I told you a lot about people that go out the way and pander, because you get what I'm saying to you, pander sells. One thing I can't do is pander. It's not in my nature to pander, fam. I don't know how to do pandering because I can't be fake, fam. Sometimes I wish I can do it, but man just can't do that, bro. It's not my nature, cuz I'm going against the grain when I do that, bro. You know, like that. But there's some man out here that can pander, and that's Brodowski knows how to pander. He's got the gift of the gabs, bro. He knows how to articulate himself to sway people's mind to make it look like everything he's saying is right. He makes you feel like you're uniquely chosen. No one on this earth is uniquely chosen, fam. Nobody, bro. If you actually out here thinking, man, I'm chosen, we are the first people on earth, bro. Fam, we are living in a capitalism society, fam. If you don't get on board, you're going to get rolled over. And the people, especially, look, a lot of the times, yeah, us lot, especially my generation, right? We hustle hard to get away from poverty, bro. Because we know that people that has the poverty mindset, fam, they're always waiting for someone to come and save them. They depend on people to come and save them. Majority of all these lot are probably on gyros. They depend on people to come and save them. So us lot, we hustle so hard to get ourselves away from that, so our reality can change. And these type of people like Dr. Umar Johnson, they go to where we come from because they know that a lot of people out there have weak mind. Bro, my man is walking in Brixton Street like he's Jesus, broski. Like, come on, think about it, bro. Look at this pattern, bro. Look at this. This is not even a pattern.
And otherwise for unpaid labor, psychological harm, and other costs of the Great Ma'afa. Number 3 is rehabilitation. That is to repair the psychological damages, the medical damages, the sociological damages to spirit, to mind, to body, and to community. Number 4, as set forth by the United
Fam, look at how Donny's walking, bro. He's walking like he owned the streets, bro. Fam's walking like he owned the streets. But you know what it is, though? There is a lot of dummies out there, though. That's what it is. You feel me? There is a lot of dummies out there. Unfortunately, a lot of people that can't think for themselves. Do you get what I'm saying to you? This is what he does. You get me? There's a few things that I got down here as well, like, and I need you lot to understand this as well. When someone isolates you from other people's opinion, more time they're trying to control you. When someone isolates you from other people's opinion, more time they are trying to control you. When someone isolates you from other people's opinion, I gotta do what Dr. Umar Johnson does. This is how he gets your attention. More time they're trying to control you, right? Now, what's similar to that? He's the same person that doesn't believe in Christianity, right? Because I don't as well, right? I've came away from that. But what does he say about it? The pastors go out their way to go preach hope. They tell you a story. The story, you have questions, but there's no answers. But if you go seek somewhere else that has answers to the questions that you're looking for, they're going to criticize you for that, and they're going to make it look like you're a black sheep. So that means that whatever you're believing in is isolating you from other people's opinion and ideology to make you actually think. So when he goes out there and walk out and talk and makes you have this incentive to act quickly and isolate you from other people's opinion of what he's doing, that's a sense of controlling. This is what Donny does. And there's a lot of people that's off the age of around 50s, 60s, which there's a saying. You guys remember the saying where they say you can't teach a old dog a new trick? You can't teach an old dog a new trick and say, no, don't think like this, think like this. They're stuck in their ways. It's no difference to a lot of brothers that's got information from the grandparents where they actually thought they was the first people in the United Kingdom. Some Caribbeans out here actually thought there was the first people in the United Kingdom, not knowing there was blacks that was already here before, especially from West Africa. They couldn't believe it. 1860s, there was a Nigerian woman called Anna that was in Great Britain. In the 1912, there was thousands of Africans that fought in the First World War. They couldn't fathom that because the education system in, the Caribbean island, the curriculum was misinformation. One thing I can say is, yes, he's talking about Africans. We're all African descents. Yes, of course, I understand. I respect it. But that's common logic to us lot that actually have parents that's from West Africa. We already know that's common logic that anyone that's black, bloodline will run all the way to Africa. We know this is common logic. A lot of West Africans came here for education. They educated themselves so they do not get misled by people like Umar Johnson. That's the reason why predominantly the people that actually follow Umar Johnson are from the Caribbean island that wants to have a little bit of touch when we're talking about they want to be connected to Africa. But they don't understand this race hustlers that go out the way to mislead you because they know that's what your insecurity is, knowing that this is where you come from, but you don't have the education or not that the fact that, because let me take that back. A lot of them do have education, right? But they want to be in touch of that, the motherland. That's when you have things called Pan-Africanism. Right? It's not somebody that's actually indigenous to Africa, that actually has link to Africa, West Africa, North Africa, that came up with that saying. It's someone from the States or from the Caribbean island that want to be connected to Africa, that creates that Pan-Africanism, but the agenda behind it does not benefit Africans. Because you can't have a divide mindset and walk down the road and talk about us against them. Who is them? Man, do know there's white supremacists, but the way he goes on about it, I get a lot of people together and say, yeah, us against them. They're baiting up themselves, bro. You guys look stupid. You guys are preaching hate. Racism is right. Even though he says things like a black person can't be racist because you don't have no system in place to suppress another race, so you can't be racist. That's buffoonery, bro. Racism is racism, bro. If you can bring a bunch of people together to scream out, you know, black power or whatever, and push that narrative, that is a system you're creating for a bunch of people to have the ideology that you have that makes you a racist individual. He's no difference to Tommy Robinson, bro. Preaches the same shit. I want my country to be predominantly white. Dr. Umar would preach shit like, we don't want no interracial relationship. And this time you have a hella mixed race people out here, you know, that's listening to that information. So thinking to themselves, raw. So if that was the case, I would never exist. And then you got a bunch of people marching down the road following this douchebag. Like it doesn't even make sense, but it does in a way, because there's a lot of blacks that can't really think for themselves, bro. That need some type of messiah to come save them. When you go to all the churches run by hella blacks, because they fear that if they don't believe it, they think they're gonna go to hell or something like that. The fear is living through their reality, cuz. So when someone says something that, you know, helps their own thoughts and to make it feel like, oh, this is probably the reason why I'm struggling. Oh yes, fuck it, yeah, let me come, because they're forever looking for someone to come save them, bro. They can't think for themselves. Most niggas can't think for themselves, bro. It's annoying. It's like they can't see it. I told my nigga that took me there, I said, don't listen to this guy. This guy's a fool. Don't listen to this guy. I said this like 15, 16 years ago. I was like, yo, my man's a fool. I remember I stood up and I was like, yo, bro, what you're telling all these people is misinformation, cuz you're talking about black this, black that, black that. Money don't have no race, fam. We got to figure out how we're going to pattern up. You're there too busy trying to think about division. You making profit up from people's insecurity. Motherfuckers, they started clapping. I'm thinking, bro, why are you lot clapping for? I'm talking about you lot. They all had the dashiki and all that. I'm saying, this don't make you African, cuz. A lot of people think African is tied to one race. It's not. It's really not. African is not tied to blackness. Blackness is something that European created to create division. So screaming black and proud is stupidity, bro. That's one of the reasons why I rate the Somalians, because the Somalians will say, I'm not black, I'm Somalian, fam. And you go do your research, Somalia is in Africa. That's why I respect it. It makes sense. The terminology black is to categorize you. When we want to talk about African doesn't have a color, bro. You go to North Africa, fam. I forgot what they're called, but they're indigenous to North African. They've been there for more than 12,000 years. So all of this black, this, black, that is stupid, bro. It's a way of manipulating you. You know what I'm saying to you? It's a way of manipulating you and from putting you in a box. This guy worked for CIA, man. 100%. Everybody that was there, they've taken a picture with you. Everyone that he stand with, they've taken a picture with you. They say, yeah, okay, cool. We know what you're on. Okay, say less. You know, like that. Like I told you, the analogy that I'm giving you guys. If you guys go and watch The Wire, fam, where you had the nitty going to the drug dealers and giving them MJ hats in different colors and slapping it on their head and slapping it on the next person's head. And if it's a bright red, this is the main guy, slaps it on there. You know, like that. And they take a picture. Bow. Okay, cool. Say less. This is what Dunny's doing to you lot. That's the reason why. Come on, think about it. Because these guys are all over the internet preaching what he preaches. And they allowed him in the UK. Come on, fam. You crazy? They don't fear him. He's not a threat. Why? Because he works for them. Niggas are dumb, man. I swear that, man. Niggas are dumb. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. You guys stay blessed, though.